What would you like to discuss? Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town. Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate... Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me. Any progress on that matter would... Please, get it. A religious text deemed heretical by the OSI is an unsafe because I'm...
Work fortifies the spirit.
Our place in the universe is fixed.
Carry on.
You some sort of freelancer?
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make. You some sort of freelancer? You're safer inside the walls.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank. What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
some sort of freelancer? Got my sights on you. Don't make me report you to Mr. Thompson. Got my sights on you.
The grease monkey, Argo? Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to...
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band...
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger.
Nice hit! Are you out of your mind? You just killed him. Mr. Thompson. Reed Thompson, you know, my boss? I can't. I need to leave. I need to get away from here. I need to get away from you. You killed Mr. Thompson for talking down his nose at me? You got a real twisted sense of chivalry, you know that? Let's just move on. couldn't forgive myself if I let you loose upon the Vale unsupervised. Something you need?
Got my sights on you. You some sort of freelancer?
Heading back.
Yeah, some sort of freelancer?
If you could see your way to getting us our power back, I'd... Go ahead. Can we not? Talking about unpleasant things always. If I had enough medicine to treat every... It is not easy for me. Spacer's choice. Go ahead. That you were not... I admit the fault was mine. I'm about as diplomatic as a bristling canid. I must. The burden of leadership is responsibility. Yes, we have lost good workers to desertion. We have lost... Losing Adelaide was the hardest. She was our only flavor specialist. Spacer's choice Saltuna, ever since Adelaide left. Something on your mind? Go ahead. It is my... I'm trying to remember 25 years, 26. I remember looking out the... Times change. People change. This is a Spacer's Choice town. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. The loyalty's got nothing. I wish you wouldn't say things like that. Yes, as a matter of fact. When I stand at my window and look out over my town, here's what I see. I see decent, loyal. We are all part of the Spacer... Something on your... Go ahead. Adelaide was our only flavor specialist. We are a... Begging your pardon. Saltuna is a staple in the diet of any self-respecting Spacer. Were it up to me, friend, But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us. A vegetable? You mean like hydrocale? Chewy, fibrous material? I do not trust any food. Oh, we've scavenged some...
Coming. We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Sure, it all comes together seamless in his own head. And I reckon he means well, for all that. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. Alls I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Can't say as I know, I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Mr. Thompson. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Books are for rich folk. I wonder what he wants with something like that. About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leap, and maybe he can think. It's just an idea. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll. That's what my dad used.
What do you think you're doing?
Incoming! Okay, gone quiet. Coming back.
Just gotta keep our heads up.
Sure, on my way. Sorry. Sure. Sorry, won't work. I'm going. Sure.
Wish we had some better rations.
At least you got your health. Staying long?
I've never actually been in here.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 As a Spacer's Choice Constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me, as long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity. His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. I am obliged to warn you against forming acquaintanceships, friendships, partnerships, or any felicitous relationship with a wanted criminal. I am also obliged to inform you of our referral program. I am obliged to remind you that questioning Wells has been wanted for as long as the... Unfortunately, Wells is wanted by the board. If you have something to report, if this is... I don't serve Edgewater. Also known as the board. Flattery won't get you anywhere with... If this is... Careful, stranger. If this...
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those walls. You ought to know that.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
What can I do for you? Go ahead.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. Hello.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me the war! The coming apocalypse! I'm talking about just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off. The Mechanical's got a week. Go on. You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Mechanicals have been programmed. First they will rob us.
Nice.
What do you think you're doing? don't have time for this.
Bring us honor, soldier.
Got my sights on you.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Hey, I earned that fancy title. Started off a lowly junior gravesite builder, then junior interment engineer. The rate I've been working, I'm bound to earn a promotion. Must be about 50, 60 burials away from... Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our gravesites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Quotas, mostly. Got a 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He just is. Look, I don't want to... Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... You'll find him in town. Yeah? Hang on. Work's been real good. You could look at it that way, but you'd be wrong. Every now and again...
That was clean.
Huh?
Here they come! Down they go! Get it! If I'd been able to get out here, I so would have stripped this for parts. Where are we headed? That's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of... It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to rate... Something you need?
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork. This is gonna take a lot of paperwork. This is gonna take a lot of paperwork. This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain. What can I do for you, Captain? Goodbye.
Okay, keep it quiet. Nice.
Find you!
Here we go!
Let you bleed!
You got him! Everyone all right?
Here we go! Gah!